Hey Peach, welcome to another hip workout. Now this one is short, sharp and shiny. We're gonna get straight into it. It is full body, equipment free, and it's low impact. So we're not doing too much jumping. However, if you do feel like picking it up a pace, there is room for that. Now I'm gonna get straight into a more of an intense warm up. So if you would like to put me on pause and do a few stretches, do that now. Otherwise, come with me here. We're coming down into our 4-point kneel. Let's go wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. Now you have a few moments for some cat-cows here. So we're gonna inhale, melt the belly down to the mat. Eye gaze comes up, and then we exhale, arch up to the ceiling, belly button to spine. Activate through that core here and really empty through your lungs. Moving through at your own breath. You inhale as you melt, exhale as you arch up. Good. Now we're not here for too long, so you can get straight into that sway forward and back. You can wiggle your hips a little bit, shake the head, a few yeses and nos. Whatever your body is craving, let's get into those niggly spots. We've got 5 more breaths. Now spread your fingertips nice and wide, finding that big inhale in through the nose, and you exhale out through the mouth. 4 more. Good. 3. Beautiful. And 2. Good. One more time, flowing through. Good. Melting it down. I want you to come into a neutral spine when you're done. We're untucking our toes and we're pushing straight back into our pike. Good. Tailbone to the sky. Let's have a little pedal here. So you bend one knee, lengthen through the opposite leg. Getting that beautiful stretch down the back of your legs here. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Now enjoy your deep breaths here, guys, because we are about to get a little bit sweaty. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels down. Take your feet a little bit wider. We're going to inhale, swing it forward into our high plank. Now you're going to hold it here. We're going to get the core nice and warm. Tuck that tailbone, belly button to spine. Stay for 3. Eye gaze is nice and long for 2. And 1. Exhale, press it back to your pike. Ooh. Good. Alrighty, let's go. We're going to flow. Inhale, swing forward. Exhale, press it back. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Getting the body nice and warm. Warming up through the shoulders, the core. We've got 5. And I'm going to add on in 4. Good. 3. Flow with me for another 2. Good. One more time. You're going to swing forward, hold your high plank. We have a few Spider-Mans here. So you're going to draw knee into your elbow. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, crunch in. Exhale, take it back. Good. Keep that tailbone tucked. You have 10 and 9. Feeling a little puffed already. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to press back into our pike. Walk your hands back to your toes and just hang there for a moment. Now you have a few breaths here before we get into our circuit. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows, bob from side to side. Good. Shake your head a few yeses and nos. And then I want you to find a contact point for your fingertips. So this might be the mat, your toes, or your shins. We are straightening through the legs. Just find stillness there for a moment. Then we're going to add a bend through that right knee, lengthen through the left. When you're there, we're going to open up to the left here, reaching fingertips up to the sky, opening through your chest. And you'll get a nice stretch through your ITB here. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Back down, and we're going over to the other side. So you lengthen through the right leg, open up to the right. Good. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands down, soft bend through the knees. We're going to draw belly button to spine and roll it all the way up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes last. Good. Give those shoulders a big roll at the top. Now, we are going to get straight into it. So we have 4 sets today, guys, and in each set we have 2 exercises. We go for 4 minutes. So you're going to go 30 seconds in each exercise. Obviously, we go through 4 rounds. Your first one, we are going to go for a reverse lunge with a knee lift. So you're gonna step that leg back, and then on your inhale, you're gonna sweep that knee forward, use your core to lift. Otherwise, you can take it back and lengthen that leg out nice and long. Great, so we're gonna do 2 rounds with the right leg, and then we're gonna go 2 rounds on the left. In between that, we have one of the girls' least favorite exercises in the studios. We have our froggies. So you take your feet mat width apart. You're going to press your elbows into your knees. Now I like my hands in prayer because I then go inhale, take the hands down, bum to the sky, exhale, bring it back. So you're gonna go for 5 here, nice and quick. Yes, they burn. Once you've done your 5, your hands are going to be down on the mat and you're going to jump it back into your plank. Then you're gonna jump it back to your frog. We have 2 jumps and then you go back to those froggies. Yes, my inner thighs are burning, just demonstrating that. So let's get straight into it. 30 seconds, we're going to do reverse lunge with the knee lift on the right leg first. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, guys. Take that right leg back, press into the front heel, lift that knee. Take it back and lift. Now you can use your arms for the momentum here, or just bring them together. You'll work through that left glute a little bit more. Good, we have 30 seconds. We're already halfway through. Shoulders down and back, press to your left heel. You have got 6, 5, 4, get ready for frogs in 3, 2, and 1. Take your feet mat width apart, sit it down. We go down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, jump it back. 2 jumps, find your frog, take it back again. Oh, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 jumps, beautiful. Nearly done, we've only got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Right leg again. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I give myself a break here? Lifting that knee. This is your last round with that right leg. Wrapping your Pilates core set. Shoulders down and back. That's 15 seconds. Finding your balance. Catch your breath here. 10 more seconds. Ooh, wobbly. Good. 5, 4, 3, we go to frogs in 2, and 1. Feet mat width. Let's go down. Good, so you work through your 5, pressing to your heels. Then you go for those jumps. Take your time. I'm sweaty already. 5. Good, nearly there. Work those jumps, nice and energetic here. Now if you don't want to jump, you can step back and then step in. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Left leg. Should have told you that there was no break in between these sets, but you would have worked that out pretty quickly. Belly button to spine. Press to that right heel this time. Nearly done, we're over halfway. 10 more seconds. And then we do those frogs for the second to last time. Gosh, I'm very wobbly today. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, sink it down. 5 and 2. Press into your heels the whole time. Don't lift up onto those toes in the frogs. Good, get a nice burn through the glutes. Beautiful, guys. 12 seconds, my inner thighs are on fire. Beautiful. 8 to go. Nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Last 60 seconds. Left leg. Right glute is burning. Shoulders down and back. Take that big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Last 12 seconds of lunges. You're doing really well. Get ready for the last 30-second burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink it low, guys. 5 and 2. Yes, they're horrible, but they are good for us. 2 jumps. 5 frogs. I'm hating this every second just as much as you are. Think about that endorphin rush at the end. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can have a break. Have a child's pose, stand up, give your wrists a roll, whatever you need. We've got 1 minute. Catching your breath. Well done, guys. Should have mentioned the only piece of equipment you need is a water bottle. Good. Now, while you're resting, I'll show you the next set. Exactly the same thing, 2 exercises, 4 rounds. Catch my own breath. So we are gonna go for a squat with a calf raise. Now, if you're feeling really energetic, you can make this a squat jump, or even make your last 2 sets a squat jump. Taking your feet hip distance apart, we're just gonna squat it down, squeeze the glutes, come up onto the tippy toes. Squat and lift. Good. So we have a lot of range there to pick up the pace. And then you're going to take it down into your high plank. We have cross body climbers. So getting that knee to your opposite elbow. Okay. 4 minutes of work. Let's do this, guys. Short, sharp, and shiny. Let's go into our squat with a calf raise in 3, 2, and 1. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale, lift. Lower and lift. Now again, you can use those arms to work with that momentum. Squeezing the glutes, shoulders down and back. Good. If you don't want that calf raise, just go for your normal squats. Otherwise, you can go into those squat jumps. I would be saving my energy though. Good. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Cross body climbers. Tuck that tailbone. Now for this first round, you might like to just walk it out. Focus on drawing belly button to spine, getting that knee to your opposite elbow. Good. Keep your eye gaze up at the top of the mat. 10 more seconds. Good. Stay with me here, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second round. Straight up. Doing well. Catch your breath here. It's a very active recovery. Use that exhale to draw yourself up. Good. Now in your mountain climbers, if you need a break, I want you to hold that plank. Just don't stop moving. This is a really short workout. I want you to get super sweaty in just 20 minutes. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Taking it down, tucking that tailbone, then move to those climbers. Now this is all about finding a pace that you can stick with. Stay with it for the 30 seconds. I'm right here with you. I'm struggling just as much as you are. Less than 10 to go, and then we're halfway through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, round 3. Coming up nice and high. Maybe if you're feeling it, you work to those squat jumps. Good. Coming up onto the balls of your feet, squeezing the glutes. Oh my gosh. Let's go, 10 more seconds. When we finish this series, we are done. We have done halfway through the workout. That made no sense. I can't talk. 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Let's go. Let's pick up the pace a little bit here, guys. The second to last time you do this. Good. Find your breath. Here we go. 12 seconds. Stay with me. 8. Get that knee over to the elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight up. Here we go. Last 60 seconds. Think about that child's pose. You can do it. And breathe. Now when we go down to that squat, you're still sinking into your chair. So you're not leaning too far forward. Press into the heels. 10 seconds. Breathe. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down we go. Last 30. Let's pick up that pace. Keep it there. Push yourselves. Good, guys. Spread those fingertips. Over halfway. You can do this. 10 more seconds. Let's sprint it out. Good. 6, 5, a little faster. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, drop to your child's pose. I am dripping already. Find that breath, have a drink. If you've got time, you can pop me on pause. I won't be offended. 2 more sets. Wiggle your hips if you're in that child's pose. Give your wrists a roll. You're going to hate me for the next one. Good. Okay. While you're resting, 3rd set, over halfway. I'm dreading mentioning what the next one is, but just remember it's really good for you. We're doing burpees. So, if you option with your burpees, you can again come up into your calf raise, reach the fingertips to the sky. You're going to drop it down all the way to the mat. This is your full burpee. And then you press it back up, jump, lift. Now in your full burpee, of course, you can jump as you come to the top. Good. Now if you're going with this option, I want you to press the knees into the mat as you're pressing up. So your tailbone stays tucked and you lift up in one long line rather than leaving your hips behind and arching through that lower back. Press into the knees, tuck the tailbone, use that help to come up, then lift to your toes. Oh, that was enough for me. Second option, you have a half burpee, out and in, finding that lift at the top. Last one, you can step out, step in, and lift. Oh, that's enough for the 4 minutes. Your second move, guys, we have a push-up. Not as mean as usual, because you're going to come to a child's pose in between. You inhale, melt it down, exhale, take a child's pose. Come forward, tuck the tailbone, press and lift. Good, so a little bit more of a cardio hit there, still getting the burn through your arms. Oh, I've got a sweaty upper lip happening. Ready? We're gonna go for this 4-minute set. In 3, burpees first, 2, and 1. Let's go. You can do it. Lifting up into that calf raise or jumping at the top. I'm starting with a half burpee. And then as we get halfway through, I think I'm gonna add into the full burpee. Good, big lift. Reaching through the fingertips as you come up. Okay, let's settle in here. 5 seconds, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Take it down, push-ups and a child's pose. Catch your breath here. Make that push-up really strong. Use your exhale. Active recovery. Sink that bum back to the heels. Take that breath. 10 more seconds. Beautiful work, guys. You are doing so well. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Straight into it, team. Second set here. Wrapping that Pilates core set. Always tight through the core. I think I'm pushing this mat forward with every jump. 10 more seconds. Breathing. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Push-ups. Lower, lift, child's pose. Good. Now, if you're feeling super strong, feel free to just do your normal push-ups here. You don't need that child's pose. It's just because I was feeling nice after putting burpees in here. Good. 5 more seconds. Use that exhale to press up for 3, 2, and 1. Third round here, guys. I'm going into my full burpee now. Maybe you join me. Here we go. Big lift. Finding that breath, sticking to your pace. Don't slow down on me here. Push it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight to that push-up. Catch your breath. We only have 60 seconds after this set. Getting that endorphin hit already. Dripping in sweat. 15 seconds here. Good. Less than 10. All the way. Then we're going to finish off strong. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. I think I've said that a million times now. Good, guys. Find your knees if you're pressing up from that full burpee. Good. This is your last set of them. Give yourself a little smile. 10 more seconds. Good. Beautiful work, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last 30 seconds. Here we go. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Take that break. Good. Think about your form. I know we're fatiguing. Tuck that tailbone. Good. Don't leave those hips behind as you press up. Less than 10 seconds. So good, team. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay in that child's pose. Oh my gosh, we're nearly done. Find that breath. Go, give your wrists a roll. The next one, we've got a little bit of a core focus. So we're done with the legs for a while. Give those shoulders a roll down and back. Give your neck a roll. I'm clearly taking a little bit of time for myself here too. Okay. One more set and then you are done. I feel like this is the perfect little hip to do midday if you feel like you're in a bit of a slump. It'll really pick you up. So let's finish it off. Your first exercise, we're down in our low plank, so we're on our elbows, stepping our feet back. Now there's 2 parts to this exercise. We're gonna lift our right leg up, we're gonna scoop it over to that left elbow. Take it back, and then you're going to drive that knee in, scoop the belly, lift up, eye gaze to the knee. Exhale, take it back. Take it across, back, and in. Now there's 2 parts, so I want you to finish each move. You go across, back, in, and back. I want you to say that to yourself so you know to take that leg back, reset, tuck the tailbone. Second move. You've done this a lot with us in our Pilates classes. We're coming out into that quadricep position, tucking that tailbone. You're going to inhale, lower to tap the mat and lift. Lower and lift. Now this one's really nice. Getting a little bit of a stretch here, that beautiful lengthening sensation. We'll be standing up a little bit taller after this round. Are we ready? So we're gonna alternate through our legs in that low plank. We'll go right leg, right and left. And same with the lifts and lowers. Let's do this, guys. Last set. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. Find that low plank, tuck the tailbone. Right leg up, take it across, back, retuck the tailbone, scoop, and back. Across, back, scoop, back. Now I want you to keep repeating that to yourself. Really scoop the belly, lift up that tailbone. 10 more seconds. Good. That left leg will burn 2, 3, 2, and 1. Find your 4-point kneel. Right leg goes back, left leg long. Tuck the tailbone, tap and lift. We inhale as we lower it down. We exhale as we lift. Really squeezing onto that right butt cheek, drawing your belly button to your spine. Good, guys. Soft bend through that right elbow. You have got 5, 4, 3, I am dripping. You've got 2 and 1. Down onto the elbows, tuck the tailbone, left leg. Take it across, back, scoop, back. Pointing through that toe. You let each move come to completion before you do the next. Good. Here we go. Lower tummy in. Awesome work. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. 4-point kneel. Left leg goes back. Tuck the tailbone. Right arm. Lower to tap and lift. Good. Draw belly button to spine. Wrap that core set. Really reach through the fingertips and the toes. This is one of my favorite Pilates moves. You get that gorgeous lengthening feeling, stretching out through the muscles. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second to last set. Here we go, right leg. Take it across, back, scoop. Now don't mind me if I can't talk for these last 2 minutes. Find your breath. 10 more seconds. Tummy in, tuck the tailbone. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4-point kneel, right leg back. Tuck, tap, and lift. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Eye gaze is at the top of the mat or just above your fingertips. Good. Really scoop the belly button to your spine. No arching through the lower back as we lift. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last round, team. Let's do it. Left leg across, back, and scoop. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep thinking about your form. As we fatigue, you can slow it down. Work through every little move. I need a sweat towel. Good. We've got 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little bit of work. Left leg back, right arm. Tap and lift. Let it settle a little bit here. Squeeze into that left butt cheek. Smile, guys, you're nearly done. 10 more seconds. Lengthen through. We're gonna have a beautiful stretch after this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink into your child's pose. Have a moment. Wiggle those hips. Reach through the fingertips. Good. Feel that beautiful length as you reach through the fingertips and you sink the bum back to the heels. Big inhale through the nose. Let it fill you up all the way into your belly. And then exhale out through the mouth. Just releasing any tension we're holding on to. Time to reset here. Good. Take the hands over to the left. Get a nice stretch through the side body there. Hand should be off the mat and that right hand comes over the top of the left. Focusing on that breath. Coming back to that normal heart rate. And then over to the right. Big reach there. Amazing. One more deep breath in. And then exhale it out. I'm going to go to a little flow. So bring the hands back to center. You're going to tuck the tailbone, arching all the way up. Shoulders over the wrists. You then inhale, melt. So we're going to do a cat-cow. And then you're going to sink it back to the child's pose. Little flow. You know you've had a good workout when you're sweaty at the back of your knees. Good, because I am definitely very sweaty. Let's go for 3 here. For 2. Good. One more time. Exhaling up. Inhale, melt. Give your hips a little wiggle, shake your head, and then you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a big drink of water, have a little stretch later. You did a great job. Have an amazing day, guys. See ya.